All right, kings and queens, one message I wanted to put across to everyone is that life is the spiritual journey. When you tap into certain metaphysical dimensions of this world, right, you realize that life is way more, and if not the most important aspects and the most crucial aspects of life are the non-physical. The physical is purely a distraction. It's just a game, a loop in which it consumes your ego, consumes your sense of self and your identity, latches itself, right, this physical world, and makes you a slave to the physicality because you've got your identity rooted in that physical world, which is an illusion anyway. So it's a combination of the physical world appealing to your mind because it it appeals to the lower mind, which is pretty much the ego. The ego attaches itself to this physical game of illusion, and it's just a house of mirrors in which you're never satisfied. You'll get one material possession, you're happy, or a woman, you're happy for a month, and then straight back to square one. That is what this physical game of illusion is. And when I say life is the spiritual journey, is because look how many people who attain the physical gains and the physical success that you want are still miserable. The things that make people genuinely happy, when you've got a wedding and your brother, someone who you grew up with, turns up, right? That's priceless. It's ineffable. You cannot put a price on that. That person being there means the world to you. It doesn't matter if they send another 200 people. You want that one person, right? So what is that? It's of the spirit. That which has any significance and any intrinsic value, right? Long-lasting value in this world is of the spirit. And what's funny is that people clown the spiritual journey as crystals or just purely meditation. It's like, this is why the Buddha said the only sin that exists is ignorance. And when I first heard that, I was like, what does he really mean? Like, how could it possibly be only ignorance? It's only ignorance because humans are inherently stupid. Humans are still stuck in their animal consciousness, their reptilian brain. They're very easily fooled and misdirected. It's kind of like everyone's got shiny object syndrome, especially in today's day and age, because everything is just so push button. You want this? Cool, it's there. You want to build a body? Cool, you can just take some roids and it's, 3 months of training and you have a body as if someone trained for 15 years. Like, it's all just one big game of illusion to have you rooted in it, lose yourself in it, and then be in a perpetual state and a cycle of where am I going and what am I doing? And they drain you energetically, they drain you financially, they drain you sexually, they drain you in every which way, form and fashion. That's why life is the spiritual journey, because the game never changes. Only the players change, right? The game is always the same. Enlightened beings are nothing new. People of higher states of consciousness and spiritual wisdom are nothing new. And that's how they mask it. They mask it by conditioning the masses into this loop of continual ego, continuation of me trying to appear better than my neighbors or my family or my sisters and my brothers. Yo, anyone who has the slightest amount of intellect knows that true character, true intrinsic value is what the person is, who that person has become, not what they've acquired materially. Material possessions are cool. Material possessions are amazing because we're all striving to achieve a certain level of comfort, wealth, security in our lives. Don't get me wrong, me included. But I could die right now and know full well that I made an impact in this world purely because of who I was. Am I where I want to be right now in life? No, far from. Far from. However, I'm still open enough to jump on this camera and present my life to you. Why? Because I know who I am and I know that it transcends way beyond my conception of me and this conception of Damien, right? My words have impact. My words shift people's lives, people's awareness and consciousness. And I don't say that as if I'm just this grandiose, better than everything. No, I know that I've been gifted and blessed with a certain level of power to make an impact. And that's why I need everyone to know that, listen, your impact also has an impact on other people's lives. This is all just one, think of it as just one big ripple effect. When you leave the house today, right? Let's say, for instance, there's an old lady in front of you and she's blocking your path. Initially, the way in which we're conditioned to react is like you're in such a rush, this man-made illusion of time, right? Where you're in a rush and you need to barge past it and it just starts to affect you, vibration. You start to feel your whole being start to get irritated. Do you know that you are choosing that vibration? You are choosing that reality for yourself. Guys, life really is the spiritual journey. It's about you ascending in consciousness, ascending in awareness, realizing that so much of what you've been taught is actually incorrect, completely disconnected from truth, essence, spiritual wisdom and understanding, and is actually designed to disconnect you from yourself, your peers, your brothers, your sisters, the people around you, and the planet. So there comes a lot of disillusionment. It's painful, it's arduous, it's not pretty. There's going to be a lot of shit that's going to be surfaced from your subconscious mind that you've been repressing and suppressing. It isn't easy, but you're actually facing yourself. You're facing whatever it is that the universe told you, okay, jump head in, and okay, you got to live it. Guys, peace and power, love and light, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Peace.